To fly fishermen around the globe, the Scott factory is a symbol of quality and precision. In these humble headquarters in Montrose, Colorado, their dedicated team has managed to create an exceptional series of fly rods. They've combined cutting-edge engineering with great love of traditional fly fishing, and there's no better person to talk me through this process than the company's president and master designer, Jim Bartschi.
So Micah, this is the shop floor. This is where all the magic happens. This is where every Scott fly rod gets handcrafted from raw materials to finished product. Building a fly rod, as you're about to find out, is really an amazing journey of combining engineering with artistry and a lot of dedication and a lot of know-how. It's really cool.
It sounds amazing, Jim. I'm really keen for you to show me through this process.
Great. The first step takes place in the rolling room, where we actually turn carbon fiber into a tapered hollow tube that becomes the fly rod blank.
A fly fishing rod is a very particular type of instrument, a fact that Scott is very aware of. They've pioneered a technique where different kinds of graphite are combined to form the blank of the rod. This ensures that it's firm and strong, but also has the right amount of flexibility and recovery.
So the next step is to wrap a compressive tape over the carbon fiber. Once the tape's wrapped on, they actually go into an oven and bake to cure. We, again, take a little different approach. Instead of using a fast cure epoxy that you can put into a hot oven and cure in 15 minutes like a lot of people do, we use a 4-hour slow, gentle ramp up at a few degrees a minute so that we don't thermally shock anything. And again, it takes more time, but it's way more precise, and we get much more consistent results. So the next step is taking those hollow tapered tubes that we made in the rolling room and taper matching them and cutting them to length to assemble into a fly rod blank. Fly rod building is a real combination of technology, engineering, and art. And once the blank is fully assembled, that's where a lot of the art comes in, because then we start putting the components on it and turning the fly rod blank into a fly rod.
Any fisherman can tell you how important the grip on their favourite fishing rod is. It's the connection between angler and rod. I'm glad to see that Scott uses a high quality reel seat and a comfortable grip made from the best cork available.
Once the grip and reel seat are on the blank, it's time to wrap the guides on. And that's all done by hand, by winding thread along the blank. It's really a time-consuming and detail-oriented job. You know, we do a lot of decorative thread work. We use the best guides that you can possibly buy on our rods. And we even do things like use translucent threads so you can see through and actually see that we paid attention to all the details, like straight guide feet, no gaps in the wraps, really precise stuff. After all that great wrap work's been done, it's time to actually glue it all down to the blank. It can be done with a high build finish in one day, but we don't like the look of that, and it's a little bit too imprecise for us. We use such nice components and put so much time into the wrapping, why would we want to cover it up with a big glob of varnish, right? So instead we use very thin coats, one per day, built up over 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, it's an amazing effort, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but it's all worth it to us. You know, we have so much pride in in handcrafting this product. If we know there's a better way to do it and we're not using it, we wouldn't be true to ourselves, right?
Yeah, right. So that's the Scott essence, isn't it?
It is. It's doing things the right way, really paying attention to those details, handcrafting each rod start to finish.
No imperfections, the perfect fly rod.
Yep.
I like it.
So this is the final step, Micah, where we hand inscribe the Scott name, the model number, and an individual serial number on each rod we make. And we can even put your name on it if you'd like.
Yeah, look, I think that'd be perfect. Wow, that looks absolutely fantastic. So a new 5-weight Radian Scott. I can't wait to catch a Colorado rainbow on this tomorrow.
Well, yeah, we'll send it into coating and get that finished up, and it'll be ready to go in the morning.
Awesome. Thanks, Teresa.
Nice.